Jodi Arias was on the stand for weeks telling her version of the events, but now that's all that she can do is wait, really. There's a lot of pressure on her and then also the jurors who are deciding her fate right now.
Yeah, it's been a long trial. Psychotherapist Robbie Ludwig joins us now to talk about the mental stability of Jodi and the jurors after more than 4 months of testimony. Let's talk about Jodi first. What do you think of her mental state at this stage? I know that's a loaded question, her mental state, much to be desired. A lot of people would agree.
Well, you know, listen, she is a very sick girl. I think she's somebody who has borderline personality disorder. She's somebody who you don't want to mess with, clearly. This is a person, if you turn on her, she's going to get you. And I think we can see she not only killed Travis, but she maligned his character, too.
And you got to wonder, I mean, while we're watching her in the video, but while we're watching her live in the courtroom, you just see all the different looks on her face. You got to wonder what's going through her mind. But also, what do you think is going through her mind now that the jury has the case?
You know, it depends on how out of touch with reality she is. Listen, she could be wondering what the Lifetime movie about her is going to be like, if the camera angles are getting her right, how famous she is. Listen, she has a lot more Twitter followers than most of the people who are on TV for over 10 years. So, you know, it's really hard to get into her state of mind, but I'm sure there's a part of her that's very frightened. Listen, there's a possibility she could be on death row. But all the interviews that we've seen Jodi on, it seems like she's been uber confident in her ability to seduce and convince people of her innocence, of her rightness. And I think this is a person who, yes, she's dangerous, but she's not like a serial killer. She's not somebody who's killing strangers. This, in many ways, was a crime of passion. She was killing Travis because he was rejecting her, and this was something that she could not tolerate. It's a very different category than somebody who's just looking to kill people because they like it, it's fun, and they want to feel powerful.
Yeah, that's what the defense is hoping, the crime of passion, as you said. Let's talk about the jurors, Robbie. They are not sequestered, but they see a lot, and they have seen a lot. 57 days, the horrific crime scene photos. What do you think is going through their minds? They're not able to talk about it, but finally, they have the case, and it's their time to deliberate.
Yes, well, jurors really take their job very, very seriously, especially when you have a jury that's qualified to make a decision on behalf of the death penalty. They have a lot of information to consider, and it's not done yet. I mean, this case is not signed, sealed, and delivered. The court of public opinion is very different than what goes on in the jury. They have a lot of information to think about, and if one person on that jury really feels that Jodi Arias, for whatever reason, felt threatened or that it wasn't planned in advance, we're looking at a possible manslaughter here. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see which way the jury goes, because at this point, we can guess, but it's like really reading tea leaves. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and then again, she could just walk free, Robbie.
We saw that with Casey.
Never know.
Never know.
All right, Robbie Ludwig, thanks so much.
Thank you.
The Arias jury goes back to work first thing tomorrow morning, so keep it right here on HLN all day long. We are keeping an eye on every little development from the courtroom in Arias.